To my second video in my series, my 5 top tips for success on the stock market. Okay, so let's go off straight into it and hit number 1. Okay, well, firstly, free trial. Now that you've signed up for a free trial, hopefully, you'll be able to follow along and see how I apply these 5 top tips and apply them to stock radar strategy in real time. It will help you understand what I'm doing and will also enable you to see the website and how it works. Okay, tip 1. Understand and apply these key elements. 1. You must have discipline to follow a systematic trading strategy. This is a great leap forward. Great leap forward I talked about in the last video about being able to know what the rules are, but actually implementing them is difficult. So that divide needs to be closed. When the money involved, sometimes it becomes difficult, but being able to robotically implement those rules is important. 2. Risk management. It's essential to implement a realistic risk management plan that protects big profits from evaporating, we've all seen that happen before, and ensures the safety of your capital. That's a physical thing that can be done, okay? It's not a hard thing to do. Probabilities put you ahead of the game, as knowing when to trade safely and with a high probability of success is vital, okay? It's easy to buy, sometimes hard to sell. So we'll talk about probabilities a lot. Expectations, important part. What are the expectations of your trading results and yourself? Be realistic about what you can achieve. So too often they are too high. Okay, we need to bring those down to something that's realistic and reasonable and steady and consistent. Okay, so that's tip 1. Tip 2, it's just like running a business. The simple equation of successful business is to make more profits, revenue, than losses, expenses. Trading success has more to do with managing your money than market analysis. I spend probably 10% of my time doing market analysis and 90% managing my money, managing my portfolio of stocks. So that's where the effort goes in. So there are 2 ways to manage your money. One is stock-specific management, simply with stop losses, predetermined on every trade. Secondly, portfolio-based management says we do not allocate too much capital to any one trade, because if we do, if it goes wrong, and we do, we're going to lose a lot of money. So each trade is allocated a certain amount and not too much that is going to cause damage. Tip 3, accept the 5 fundamental truths of trading. They are: 1, anything can happen. 2, you don't need to know what's going to happen next to make money. Of course we don't need to know what's going to happen next, but we can still make money. 3, there is a random distribution between wins and losses for any given set of variables that define an edge. And an edge is simply an indication of a high probability of one thing happening over another. Fifthly, every moment in the market is unique. No 2 moments in the market are the same. Okay, so these are 5 fundamental truths we need to accept. 4, cut out the possibility of big losses. I covered this in my last video. 1, the outcome of a trade is 1, there are big wins, small wins. Big losses, small losses. We need to cut out the big losses with a predetermined stop loss. If we do that, we're already well ahead of the game, because all we can do is take big wins, small wins and small losses, and the big losses don't exist. So that's very important, and a simple process but a common problem that many traders don't grasp. Tip 5, control your trading fears. 95% of the trading errors you are likely to make, causing the money to just evaporate before your eyes, will stem from your attitudes about: can you accept being wrong? Do you like losing money? Do we like missing out? Do you like leaving money on the table? No is the answer to all of those, but we need to accept them as problems in our trading if we can't do them. So these are what I call the 4 primary trading fears that we all have. And Mark Douglas' Trading the Zone is a great book and a great way that explores these things very well for you to understand. They do have an effect on our trading. This area is something we'll have to wrestle with, as it is very much an assault on our egos, and in the end we must be comfortable accepting them. Until then, forget your trading fortune. It simply won't happen. I am a realist. That's my number 4 premise on the previous slide: cutting out big losses. Deals with being wrong and losing money. We don't like it, but we have to do it. My ego has learned to accept that in the name of profits, which we all need to do. So my 5 top tips for success in the stock market. 1. Understand and apply these key elements: discipline, risk management, probabilities and expectations. 2. Stock market trading is just like running a business. That's how we think of it. Accept the fundamental truths of trading. You can simply cut out the possibility of big losses easily. You just need to do it. I love the Nike motto, just do it. It helps me with my trading all the time. Number 5, control your trading fears, such as your ego, such as being wrong, such as missing out, such as leaving money on the table. We need to get over those things and deal with them. Okay, other factors to be aware of that will help you understand trading and how to become a good trader. Firstly, price does not lie. It's my mantra in what I do as I trade. The price is the price, it never lies, it's true, it's what it is. This is a quote from Olivia Engel of State Street, who's a very successful quant trader. I don't have to put myself in a situation where I have to worry about whether management is telling me the truth or whether they're simply good at telling a good story. The numbers do not lie. Price is what we trade, what we profit from, and it never lies. Biases. I discussed the effect of the last trade bias in my tutorial on how I make profits and keep them. We must eliminate potential causes of trading errors. Trading is a wrestling match. Traders have to wrestle with the market, the constant cycle of information, data flow, emotions and biases. It's not necessarily an easy game. So consider these biases. There's a lot of them. I'm not going to go through them all, but I'm going to take you through a couple of them. So anchoring, over-reliance on the first piece of information you hear. Blind spot, failing to recognise your own cognitive biases, which we've talked about. Confirmation bias, listening only to information that confirms our perceptions. Okay, so there are different types of biases that we can have. So there's 10, but hello, there's more. Outcome bias, decision making based on the outcome rather than how the decision was made. So this is how much money I'm going to make and this is how I'm going to get there. Recency bias, tendency to weigh latest information more heavily than older data. So there's all sorts of different biases which you can go through. And it's a minefield we must navigate, but we can if we know how. And if we know that if we're subject to some of these biases, then we can control them. Okay, the stock market. Balance and enjoyment. Don't forget the stock market is a place where you should have fun and enjoy yourself. It shouldn't be a strain, a stress or a tussle. It should be good fun. And hopefully you're making money, which makes it even more fun. The most important things, love and family, are free. But there are some material things we'd like to share, and of course they cost money, as does our retirement. That's where the stock market comes in. And if we have the right balance in our life, good things will naturally follow. Put your mind in the right place to be able to deal with the trading environment effectively, rationally, and in a controlled, enjoyable way. The stock market teaches us a lot about ourselves. It becomes a perpetual cycle of learning and growth. So the holy grail of trading to me is discipline, discipline, discipline. Having the discipline to do the right thing, often against your better judgment and intuition. Having the discipline to take losses when you should. Having the discipline to blot out fear and greed emotions and negate biases. Having the discipline to let it become an automatic process without second guessing, that little man in the ear. Having the discipline to take the great leap forward, implementing those rules that you know work. So the Stock Radar Trade Plan provides a roadmap that will start you on a path to where you want to get with your trading. You can take the right road, which will lead to profits, or you can take the wrong road, which will lead to losses. Stock Radar has built all these elements for you into our trading plan to use as a template. Can you take the great leap forward? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.